Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Homebrew video. Forgot what I was going to say then. So today I'm brewing this fella. Wilko's Classic Lager. Artisan Brewing Kit, 16 quid to buy. And yeah, it makes 40 pints of lager. So the wife was after some lager yesterday and I thought, well, the other day, and I thought, yeah, it might be a good idea to actually brew some lager. And I've only actually brewed one lager all these years of ciders, beers, plenty of wine. So yeah, 40 pints. You get, obviously, your instructions, lager yeast, and these hops, Hallertau hop pellets. Although I'm going to find something to use with these, a pair of old tights or something. Put them in the tights, obviously clean tights, and cut them off. Tie the top so that the aroma gets out, but not all the chuffing bits. Because trust me, it's a ball ache. So first things first, I've just boiled the kettle. So you require 1 bag of sugar, as you can see. Yeah, 1 bag of sugar. We'll pour this in. Just means to get the bag, it's got a split in it. Hence why I'm holding it this way. Into my new fermentation bucket. So pour the first kettle full. As you know, if you've watched it before, it's normally, to do 24 litres, 24 litres, you'll want 3 kettlefuls. And obviously I've already sterilised this. Although this is a new fermentation bucket and I had to drill the lid because the lid didn't come with a hole. It's a fermentation. I can have a fermentation bucket without a hole in the top for the airlock. Yes, I ain't got a clue either. So, put that there. First job is to start stirring. And as you may have heard me before, stirring's a bit of a thing for me. I'm pretty good at it. With there being only 1 bag of sugar, it don't take long to dissolve that sugar. It's pretty much dissolved now. So, pour this in. I haven't warmed the tin up. They do tell you to warm the tin up, but it's going straight into hot water anyway. So, and I will put some of the hot water into it to swill it out. So, is that on camera? Yeah, look at that group. There we go. Let it do its thing, let it pour in. Now if I'd have warmed the tin up beforehand, it would have helped make it a bit more, a bit more runnier. But hey, I've got a bit of time on my hands while the kettle boils. So this is going to make a 4.2% lager with a little bit of hops in it. So, it's very weird, isn't it? You've seen it like that. And obviously the key thing is to get as much of it. You want a clean tin so that you've not lost out on any of that malt or syrup or whatever you want to call it. There we go. a lovely aroma to it. So, while I'm waiting for the kettle to boil, give this another stir, start working that malt up. Luckily it's already quite nicely, to be fair. Now this, I'm going to brew it and put it in this shed. The shed's not as warm as the house, it's not a consistent temperature. Best place to brew it really is in your house. But I get moaned at, so I'll brew it in the shed. It's just easy. First things first, the lid was obviously covered in the malt as well. So I'm going to just pour the kettle onto the lid so it goes into the tin and gets all that malty stuff, because obviously this is what makes your lager, and you don't want to be leaving any of it behind if you can help it. So, pour a bit more in there, to about 3/4, and then I'm going to give that a stir in a minute. Alright, so now the last kettle, it's about half a kettle this time. I mean, you can follow the instructions to the letter, and if you've never done one of these before, you really should anyway. But now, here's where I start just giving that tin a good swirl and release the rest of the, because I want to keep the tin in the shed anyway. So when I do update videos, I can actually talk properly about what I'm doing. And hopefully we get some warm, consistent weather. These should bubble away nicely. One hopes. So, and always make sure you use a tea towel or hand, the gloves, because this tin is chuffing hot. Now, as you can see, one clean tin, so we've got it all out, we haven't lost any, and that is key. While the kettle's boiling, another stir around. What you don't want is any of that stickiness on the bottom. So, keep stirring it. You've got nothing else to do when the kettle's boiling anyway, you might as well stir and get it as decent as possible. Right, so classic lager kit, a lightly malted lager, offering subtle spices and floral aromas, made with pale malts and Bavarian style hops. So yeah, 16 quid, 75 pence for the sugar. I had to go to a dearer shop for the sugar. So, under 17 quid for 40 pints. So, round about 45 pence a pint. you know, 40 pence is 40 pence is 16. 40p a pint would be 16. 50 would be 20. Yeah, about 42 pence a pint. So that's not bad. Not a bad price at all. I mean, I've had to outlay for a new fermentation bucket because both my other two are in the shed at the moment being used, and that ginger wine's going to take a while. It looks like. So. Pour that in. That's enough hot water in there. I'm just going to put some hot water on the airlock. One thing I didn't do earlier, always pays to make sure you sterilise properly. And now it's just a case of filling up with hot cold water. Now we just want to get to 23 litres, or I think it's 24 litres actually. %, and for me, I just want a lager. It's pretty much similar to what you get, you know, like your Carlings and your Fosters, that sort of thing. Obviously this is going to be a slight crafty lager taste to it. So, yeah, once my wife has lemonade, she'll never know anyway. Up to 15 now. And always let your tap water run a little bit first. It just gets rid of any water that's been sat in your pipes. Although if you want a meter, you might not want it. But nearly approaching 20. Looks like brown fluid. That's a bit on. It looks like my prune juice wine. Yeah, last one. There we go. Just slightly over the 23 litres, because I like to put a little bit extra in because you lose some for sediment. So give it a good stir. Now we've got the lager yeast. Is that a stir? It don't look the most appealing at the moment, I must admit. Yeah, let me show you. Dun, dun, dun. So here you go. You see the colour of it. It looks very brown. Put this on. I've got 3 kits. I bought 3 kits from Wilko's. I bought this and 2 wine kits, and I'll be doing them over the next few days, one a day. I'm not doing all 3 in one day. Sprinkle the yeast on the top. Sometimes they tell you to warm it up beforehand and constitute it and all that, but there's no real need. Now I'm not going to stir it because, to be honest, by the time I've walked down to the shed with this in my hand, It's only getting enough of a stir. Just make sure that yeast goes on. It'll start bubbling away like a beauty. And there you go, let me show you the yeast now. There you go, you see. Already starting to do some work. And that's it from this beer review. Homebrew video rather. The lid's going on. All nicely sealed, all sanitised and that. And ready for brewing and seeing where it goes, because obviously I've never done that. I haven't done lager for years, and obviously more of a beer fan than a lager fan, but if my wife wants some lager, it's a good thing to keep the peace and do that. And also obviously for me it's another review item later as well. And on a hot day in summer, yeah, on a hot day in summer, having a bit of lager to hand or a bit of cider is a good thing. And as you noticed, I kept strictly to what it told you to do this time. I had no more extra sugar because she won't want it stronger, so I have to toe the line. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you soon. Cheers.